Hello everyone, it has been quite an up and down and all over the place week, but in the end, turned out to be a pretty successful one after all. Let's dig in. Good morning. I am just out for a short, easy recovery run, getting week 36 weeks until Tahoe 200, getting it started bright and early. Managed 9 kilometers, about 5.5 miles. Turns out the legs are still pretty tired from Saturday. Surprise! It's Tuesday morning, about 5:25. Got a little bit of a longish one ahead of me. Gonna meet a friend to try to make this one happen. I'm a little bit tired, but we're gonna go do this thing. Was a chilly one, but I did manage to get in nearly 18 kilometers for today. I unfortunately have not been sleeping well, struggling with a little bit of insomnia for the past week or so. The last good sleep I had was last Monday night, unfortunately. Just waking up from a much needed nap. My first 2 clients of the day postponed to another day. I took that as a sign I was supposed to have a nap, and wow, I feel so much better already. Not being able to sleep or not getting enough sleep is one of the worst things that we can do to our body, I've discovered of late. I used to think it was cool or tough, or I was tough if I skipped out on sleep and just pushed my body through anything. But now I realize that, nope, actually getting at least 7 hours of sleep every single night it's not optional. It's just not optional. Okay, onward and forward. On with this day. Daisy, do you ever have any trouble sleeping? No? No, you just sleep all day, no problem. Good morning, it is Wednesday. We have a little bit of rain going on out there. I've got about 18 kilometers, but the good news is I had a bit of a better sleep last night. So this is gonna be okay. Here goes. Have a good day. Thanks, you too. .4 kilometers done, just over 11 miles, and it wasn't so bad, probably partly thanks to this magic raincoat, which I hardly noticed it was raining. So today I want to, as I promised last week, give you a little peek inside what a food day in the life of me looks like. So one of the first things I do is to grab a glass of water and add a scoop of greens powder to it, and that is literally how I start my day every single morning the minute I walk in the door after a run. Okay, I'm also going to set the water to boil while I am in the shower so I can make my breakfast up as soon as I get out. Okay, a hot shower after a rainy run is one of the best things on the face of this planet. Anyway, I'm hungry, so time to make my breakfast. So my breakfast every single morning, without fail, unless it's a long run day. So for example, on Saturday when I ran all day, I did not have this. But every single other day, this is what I have for breakfast. So I make my little breakfast packages up ahead of time. There is protein powder in here, 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, a half teaspoon of matcha, and then some spices, ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, and pepper are all in this little package that I simply pop into my blender. And I make what is kind of a variation of bulletproof coffee, only there's no coffee in here. Save that for later. I add to the mix a tablespoon of butter, grass-fed butter, of course. And I also am going to add a very heaping tablespoon of coconut oil. That is what I have for breakfast. Pretty much every single day I'm gonna fill it up to 16 ounces, 2 cups of hot water, and that's it. Really fast and easy. I'm gonna blend it up, and then I put it in my swell container to keep it warm, and I sip on this all morning long. It now takes me right through until noon, maybe 1 o'clock, and then I eat lunch. And I should mention as well that I never eat anything before any of my runs that you see me do in the morning, unless it's a tempo or an interval run. So for example, this morning I went out for 18.4 kilometers. I just walked out the door without anything. Sometimes I might have a sip of water. Most of the time I'm just rolling out of the bed, throwing on my run clothes, and out the door in under 10 minutes, and never taking any food or liquid in of any type. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up and get drinking. Throw a lid on it. It keeps it nice and warm. The trick is to keep this warm. It doesn't taste that great cold. So keep it nice and warm. Sip on it for the next 4 to 5 hours, and it keeps me totally and completely satiated. And this is literally the breakfast that I've been having for about the past 2 years now. So not only the breakfast that helped me recover from adrenal fatigue, but also the breakfast that helped me to lose those 16 pounds of body fat you saw displayed in the body pump imaging test in last week's video. I'll be back to you when I come back into the kitchen to grab some lunch. Oh, and I just want to say that as a nutritionist, I am very aware that my breakfast is a little atypical, a little unusual. Not many of my clients at all have landed on this particular breakfast as an ideal breakfast for them specifically. And if they do like it, they don't like it every single morning. So while this might be my breakfast of choice every single morning, not for a minute am I suggesting that it is the breakfast of choice for any one of you out there. We need to land on what works best for our own bodies in this moment, where we are in training, where we are in terms of health. It is lunchtime. It is actually just shortly after 12 o'clock noon, and I'm not hungry per se for lunch right now, but I have to meet a client for 1 o'clock. So I'm actually eating just a touch early. So lunch is always leftovers. Whatever I had for dinner the night before, I have for lunch the next day. So let's see what's for lunch today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heat this up. I do use the microwave every day to heat up my meals. right, and that does it. Nice and heated up. I also poured myself a glass of water earlier this morning. I've been sipping on it. I sip on water all day. So I've got my steamed broccoli, my cauliflower, which was roasted in olive oil, turmeric, sea salt, nutritional yeast, my kale, carrots, cabbage, which was sauteed on the stovetop in coconut oil, and I seasoned it with turmeric, ginger, sea salt, and more nutritional yeast, and wild sockeye salmon, which was barbecued last night. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and I will see you when I come back into the kitchen for my afternoon snack. All right. That about does it for now. I am full. I'm actually gonna save this for an afternoon snack. So I will eat the remainder of it sometime this afternoon. Okay, so it's about 3:15 and I'm hungry. Time for my afternoon snack. So I just ran to the fridge and grabbed a bunch of macadamia nuts, about a big handful, and I'm going to eat the rest. Yes, I'm gonna eat the rest of this chocolate bar, which is a raw cacao Gideo, 100% cacao. I recently started eating 100% probably about a couple months ago. So I go back and forth between 100%, anywhere between 85 to 100%, depending on the day. There are 3 pieces of chocolate left in here. So I'm gonna finish up the chocolate, macadamia nuts, water, and sometimes I might have a piece of fruit, probably not today. More or less, that's what my afternoon snack looks like on a daily basis. All right, and here we are at dinner time. It is, what time is it? About 6:15, so I'm just coming into the kitchen to prep taco bowl, which is tonight's dinner. Here we go. So whenever I come into the kitchen to cook dinner, more often than not, most days, I am hungry by this time when I come to the kitchen, so I will always get some sort of a second snack, whether it be another handful of nuts or a fat bomb. Today I'm going to have, as I make dinner, a fat bomb, which is a combination of coconut oil, slivered almonds, a lot of raw cacao powder, a touch of maple syrup, and topped with shredded coconut. And they just sit there chilled in the fridge for me whenever I need a snack. So that about does it. We're ready to eat. Pretty much every night dinner includes leafy greens, some sort of protein, a bunch of vegetables, some healthy fats. This one is mine, and to this one I will be adding some tortilla chips for hubby. Let's go eat. It's Thursday morning and I was supposed to go out for a temple run this morning, but I decided last night that I really needed some extra sleep, so I set my alarm a little bit later, knowing that I would miss my temple run. Maybe I'll get it in later, maybe I'll get it in tomorrow. All good, I just know that the extra sleep was much, much needed. As my mug says, real food, ample sleep, regular exercise, self-love. CSNN, where I teach. Right, Munchkin? I did not run today. I did not work out today. I'm not going to bed on time today. This is really not what you would call a successful training day. But it is real life. And tomorrow will be better. It's Friday and I'm just headed out for, well, I got a temple run to do since I didn't do it yesterday, and about 15K, just under 10 miles total. Excited because I got this brand new Petzl Neo headlamp, gift cards from Christmas I got to use last night. So I'm gonna go give it a test run. Here it goes. about 100 meters from starting this tempo. 20 minutes of tempo, here we come. I did it! 20 minutes, tempo pace. Totally even got faster every 5 minutes. And now I'm gonna go finish this easy run, rest of this run, which was hard and now it's easy. For sure. Yay! Yay! Had such a great run this morning. Clearly a rest day yesterday was much needed. Needless to say, very happy about that. Now I'm just on my way to meet a friend for lunch before I have a couple of afternoon meetings. Yay, Friday. It is Saturday morning, it is long run day, it is a beautiful day, and I am just about to head out and tackle 45 kilometers, just over 27 miles on this beautiful morning we've got. Here goes. I'm in the middle of Stanley Park, climbing up to Prospect Point, just past the halfway point a couple kilometers ago, about 24 kilometers, 15 miles-ish. Feeling good, but the legs feeling a bit tired, a bit sore. I couldn't figure out why. And then I remembered I had my tempo run yesterday, so all good, to be expected. I'm gonna take the rest of it nice and easy, get this done. I'm so close. Only about a kilometer left to go. My legs are so tired. "45 kilometers done for today." That was a bit more of a mental and physical struggle than last week's 85 kilometers, almost twice the distance. So that just shows me I need to really focus on getting good sleeps this week. I just need to go rest. That's it for today. Here we are, Sunday afternoon, a glorious rest day. Although I was in bed last night for 9.5 hours, Fitbit tells me I got 8 hours of restful sleep. I will take it, and I'm going to make that a priority this week, getting 8 hours of restful sleep every single night. Totally hit my 105 kilometers this week. Very happy about that. I'm looking forward to another 105 kilometer week next week. Going to front load a lot of those kilometers towards the beginning of the week, as I've got my short road race at the end of next week. Very much looking forward to that. So until next week, have a great week, everyone. See you soon.